Now the latest on the fourth indictment of Donald Trump.
The 41-count indictment includes 13 charges against the former president, accusing him of being the head of a criminal enterprise that tried to undo the 2020 election. In total, Trump now faces 91 felony charges stemming from his 4 criminal indictments filed this year by both state and federal authorities. All of this as he continues to make a run for the White House in 2024.
Meantime, Trump's co-defendants include his one-time lawyer and former New York City Mayor Rudy Giuliani, former White House Chief of Staff Mark Meadows, and former Department of Justice official Jeffrey Clark, all accused of pressuring Georgia officials into changing the outcome of the election. They have until Friday, August 25th, to surrender.
Let's get right to Linda Schmidt, who is here to break down the very latest. Linda.
Yeah, hi there, Steve and Natasha. Well, according to legal experts tonight, this indictment in Georgia is the most damning.
Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis would like the case against Donald Trump, Rudy Giuliani, and 17 others to go to trial in the next 6 months. Former federal prosecutor Scott Tenley says that timeline is unrealistic. However, by giving that timetable, she is sending a message.
We are moving quickly. You can't hide behind this broad indictment and broad charges to hope this goes away in a couple years. And that should encourage plea agreements, that could encourage people to cooperate.
The 98-page indictment alleges the 19 defendants conspired to unlawfully change the outcome of the election and overturn Georgia's 2020 election results. Trump remaining defiant, posting on social media that on Monday he will release a large, complex, detailed, but irrefutable report on the presidential election fraud which took place in Georgia. Georgia's Republican Governor Brian Kemp quickly firing back. The 2020 election in Georgia was not stolen. For nearly 3 years now, anyone with evidence of fraud has failed to come forward. The DA's case is based on Georgia's RICO law. It is the same law Giuliani used back in the 1980s to take down the mafia in New York when he was the U.S. attorney. He said this in an interview in 2000.
I'll stand on my record of having prosecuted and put in prison more members of the mafia than probably any United States attorney in history.
Now the man once called America's mayor for guiding and comforting New York and the country through the shock and heartbreak of 9/11 must defend himself in a court of law.
Defaming me, lying about me, putting in an indictment, one lie after another. Not only me, Donald Trump, a number of other people. I'm used to it.
In the meantime, Trump's former chief of staff, Mark Meadows, is also charged in that same indictment. He is now trying to have the Georgia state charges against him transferred to federal court, with the hopes there of having those charges dismissed. Steve, back over to you.